to JED's Journal podcast from the JED TV studios on the campus of Purdue Northwest in Hammond, Indiana. Now here's your host, Jim Diedlow.
It's Adriana Alvarez, and our intern's name is?
Hi, my name is Lynette Lopez.
Lynette, and are you at PNW or?
I just graduated.
You just graduated with communications?
Yeah, communication broadcasting.
And did you take Tom Roach? Did you take Ken Bernowski or any of that over there?
Yeah, Ken, Mary Beth, Jake Giles.
Oh, yeah, Jake. Yeah, Jake. Who sent you over here, Jake or Ken?
Neither of them. I came on my own.
Oh, really? Okay, because they're supposed to send the most talented people like you and Adriana over here. So I'm going to have to go over there and steal Ken's guitar for like 20 minutes and he'll lose his mind. But thank you for coming on over here. Hopefully you'll learn all this stuff pretty quickly. Are you tech-oriented?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. Well, where did you grow up? Around here? Or
East Chicago.
East Chicago? And did you go to Central or did you go to Bishop Knoll?
I went to Central, yeah.
East Chicago Central?
Yeah.
And so was Katrina Alexander there when you were there? No, she runs the media department there?
I'm not sure.
Who was running the media department there? Or did you not have one?
I don't know. I used to want to be an engineer back in high school.
And then what happened?
I got kind of bored. I was always pretty much into more artsy stuff, so I decided to just take a risk and change my major to broadcasting instead. All
right. Well, good luck with that, by the way. Engineering, broadcasting, that happens a lot. People get in there and they're like, this physics class isn't for me, baby.
Math and
yeah, it's just, advanced calculus. I'm done. I'm out. I'm going to go over and learn how to talk on the radio. Thank you. Say your first name again.
Lynette.
Lynette. Okay, so that's one word or two words?
It's one word.
One word, Lynette. All right, I will remember that. Your last name I'll get, 3 weeks later, okay? Yeah. Lynette and Adriana, thanks a lot. In the studio with me is Tom Wyslinski. Wyslinski, let's go straight to it. You got a pet peeve of mine. I drove down to my sister-in-law and brother-in-law. They got a little farm west of Lafayette. They used to be cops if we're on the Lafayette and a Purdue force. And they keep moving west. They're actually over by Benton Central now a little bit.
Oh, they're real west.
Yeah, they're real west. We shouldn't have taken I-65, but I take it.
Should have taken 41.
I should have taken. I did coming back. I go, it's Lafayette. I get on, and I forgot. I'm like, oh, yeah, they're west. Mm-hmm. But I'm driving down there. It's 11 o'clock on a Sunday. I go, yeah, we should be able to make pretty good time. It was 2 lanes of traffic the entire way, car after car after truck. There was never a break.
No.
And then we got off, and I went over and I looked from one of the bridges. I stopped. She goes, what are you doing? I go, I want to see if there's a break in this traffic. It was stock full traffic for 2 lanes late on a Sunday morning. I can't imagine what that is at like 4:30 on a Thursday. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
I mean, I'm with you. Why don't they build another lane? It doesn't make any sense.
I could speculate.
Well, the money that came off the toll road and other money.
Yeah, went to I-69 and all the other stuff down by Indianapolis. Their roads are paved with our money. But then it goes back to the group that was here when the deal was made, and they could have easily, this is going to happen, people. Make a good deal, get what we need. No, instead they fought it. And this is what we get.
It was
shame on all those people before us not seeing the forest of the trees. And it is what it is.
I think what you're referring to is that it was on the table to put the 3rd lane on, but I think there was a lot of wranglings at the time.
The leadership from Northwest Indiana decided they were going to try to fight it instead of accept it and make a good deal. And this is just my opinion. And this is what we got.
So I did go to the Flex Road meeting, and I don't know if you're right. If I could just,
I travel that section of highway every day from Halstead Street on to Klein Avenue, and there's really no construction going on, and from 2 o'clock until 7 o'clock every night is bumper to bumper traffic.
That's without construction.
Without construction, going 5 miles an hour.
Yeah, and same thing.
Just, the migration to Northwest Indiana is huge if people can't understand that we don't have the infrastructure specifically on I-94 to handle the traffic.
Well, honestly, I
That's
think
the new Dan Ryan is what it is.
Well, it is the new Dan Ryan. And I think you get to the heart of it is that we're also excited that so many people are moving from Illinois. You see so many Illinois license plates. You see data centers coming. You see huge development. The unions, I talked to them. They're mostly all working.
Our biggest cheerleaders are over in Springfield, Illinois, that are just basically destroying the economy in Illinois. And they're all laughing and smiling, thinking all's great. I always tell my friends that still live in Illinois, last one out, shut off the lights, because you guys are going to destroy that whole. And that's where I was born and raised in Lansing. My parents always wanted to live in Illinois, and we finally. When I went down to Purdue in the '80s, I'm like, I'm not coming back to that hellhole. I'm sorry, it's just going down the tubes. And Mayor Daley, he lifted the city up in the '90s. I mean, you were there. I mean, it was great to live, work, and play in the city from 1990 till about 2008. I mean, I had no problem walking from North Michigan Avenue, like 900 North, all the way to the Board of Trade, and I felt safe. I felt like, let's stop and have a drink. Let's stop and have some pizza or a dinner. And the restaurants were plentiful, and I haven't been in the city probably in 10, 15 years. I have no desire to go there.
I very rarely go to, and
that's sad.
Well,
we're by the best city in the world, and they've destroyed it.
Both Wyslinski and I were down in the financial district, and I loved it, man. And my wife went to law school there at John Marshall's.
I had an office at 11 South LaSalle for about 13 years, and before that, I was at 230 South LaSalle, which was right across the street from Board of Trade.
Yeah, and then
the Federal Reserve Building.
I would park under a bridge, which was free, way far south. And you could not do that now. It would be unsafe to do that.
You figured it out. I mean, I loved working in the city. I always still talk to all the people that I used to work with, and we reminisce about all the good times we had. I mean, today it's just not the same. It's let's stay after work. Oh, wait a minute, I missed it. What is it? The 9:15? I missed the 9:15. The next train is what? 12:45.
12:45.
Oh,
you know how many times I had to call the wife?
Ouch.
Hey, we had one car. She already had to gather the kids and come pick me up at the train. Now she's got to do it at 1:30 in the morning, or I got to take a $12 cab ride. Hey, he's Tom Wyslinski. With the Little Cal Commission. We're not talking about that.
No,
I want to talk about
yet.
one thing that I know that you brought it up, and I don't think that people here understand with all of the traffic, all of the amounts of water that is created by all of the growth,
Absolutely.
all of the, the extra police and all that we need from all this growth. We do not have the infrastructure, not just on I-94 or I-65 or 231. I mean, all of these roads. Randy Niemeyer was here yesterday, and we were talking about some of the growth in South Lake County. I mean, you can only put in so many roundabouts.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. These two-lane roads are not made to have car after car after car and all these cutouts. I don't know what we're going to do, especially east-west across the region right now. It's very difficult to drive anywhere at any time. And the biggest thing I wanted to bring up is I went to that Flex Road thing, and they're going to put all these big gantries, and they're going to put new lines of internet, and they're going to change the lane configurations to reversible lanes. So they're going to have to close down 2 lanes, 3 lanes at a time. Can you imagine what that traffic's going to be like this time next summer?
This is the kind of planning that we have, or lack thereof. I mean, thank goodness that I'm in my 60s. And who knows, anymore. You don't know what's going to happen, but
well, I mean,
I won't say I'm not going to be long for this world, but my days of being a road warrior are I see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Let's take some phone calls. 219-845-1100. Hey, you're on the air. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning. How are you all doing this morning?
Thank
We're
you.
Outstanding. I woke up today.
Good. Yeah. Well, okay, Jed, what I called about this morning, I heard Mike, and I want to be of assistance to him if I can. Okay? We live in the richest country in the world, and we have a North Township trustee. I do know, I'm a former township trustee board member. I know how township government works. Basically, an emergency case like that, you don't have to go through all the in and out about, you need to be this. I know he indicated that his address, he's trying to change his address back to, he has to be in North Township, but in case of emergency, Andrew Santos, he's the trustee of North Township. And I know when I was on the township, a person could be traveling through Northwest Indiana, and if they got locked down, they could give them whatever assistance they need. Now, basically what he's saying I know they take care of the food, they take care of your rental assistance. I mean, if you're paying mortgage, but if you don't own a mortgage, maybe your utilities. So there's so much. And yes, I can, as an individual, I can make a contribution. I think that's what he was asking. His friends, nobody called. Well, I called Mike. I've called him, but I did let him know that even though I retired after 36 years, everybody knows that I still work. So I don't have a lot of time to do. But I think, like I say, he has a lot of friends. I know that. And the first time I met Trucker Mike, I was picking up a thing for Burnham Smith, what he has every year for the needy, not the greedy. Okay, and Mike came through the door. I believe of a grocery store. I never seen him in my life. I heard him on Trucker Mike, and he basically gave some money to something that Burnham Smith was giving. He gave it to me. I mean, he gave it to me, but I transferred it to Burnham Smith. So let me say, if Santos is listening, anybody from the North Township listening, they can assist him right now, and he won't have to worry about this thing. He sounded, down and stuff, but he need to just hold on, and that is the agency. And I guarantee you, with this call, that's one reason I was trying to get on earlier when you were talking about that. But I know you had some. You got a guest in there now, right?
Yeah, I mean, Wyszynski's just kind of hanging out. Yeah, but
you brought up a good point, because that's exactly what the township trustee is there for. Small interim emergency services before someone can get to the real.
Absolutely.
When's my Social Security coming in? When's my disability coming in? Because you're absolutely right. I mean, and it's not just the township trustee. There's other means of. You've got the
Catholic Charities.
Catholic Charities. You've got the Salvation Army has a food bank. There's all kinds of. But that's the problem. We're all proud people, and we don't want to ask for help. And there's nothing wrong with asking for help if you need it. Nothing wrong with that. Well, we're all generous people here.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, that right now, and a lot of time when I hear stuff like that, and I say, now we living in the richest country in the world, and we give money billions of dollars. He's not asking for much. Mm-hmm. He's asking for a little bit, just to make ends meet until something else comes through. But right now, and I'm personally going to make a contribution, and I'll drop it by his house one day. And like I said,
I got some other people that have texted in too. Ron, thank you. I'm sure just getting the word out. He can't read it right now, but you can go to Mike's Ground to Air videos and leave Mike.
Does he have macular degeneration? Is that what happened?
I don't know what happened.
Because basically, my aunt had this thing where one day the lights went out. And basically what happened was it's called macular degeneration of the eyes, and she can see your silhouette, but she can't see you. She can see a check, but she couldn't sign her name. The lights went out. I mean, it was sad. It just, but there's nothing nobody can do about it.
So
if that's what happened.
If you guys are just joining us, if you remember, Trucker Mike had a medical incident. Ron Matlock, MX, Dave from Geary, Paul Goddard, and of course Tom Dabberton was on the air during that moment, and they were able to get over there and get him emergency services and get him to the hospital live, basically live on the air. So they, during all of this, Mike has somehow lost his sight, which is just an incredible story in that his wife Debbie, who has called us and has been part of the show for 20 years, doesn't see either. So now they're both sitting in a house in Hammond, and he's newly not seeing. She has not been seeing for a long time, and it's just kind of sad. So we have to figure out a way to get some emergency services there. I'm sure that Santos and his people will lead that charge. Thank you, Ron. I'll get an update on Thursday, okay? All right, thank you. 219-845-1100. Hey, you're on the air. How are you?
Hey, good, Jimmy. It's Johnny. Good morning to you, and prayers for Trucker Mike. What a sweet guy.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, the reason I do want to call, I want to talk to you a while, and I'm glad you're talking about it this morning, roads. I don't, out in the southwest Arizona, they got 6-lane roads before homes are even built. They're way ahead on their infrastructure. Back here, we do it ass backwards, it seems. But what we need is a 265 just below Lowell, where they put that new visitor center. If they had a 265 to go around for anybody needing to go to Detroit or anybody needing to go west to Joliet, Chicago, it would certainly help. But why is it we don't hear any conversation about this?
Well, they were going.
It seemed like we heard some conversation years ago.
Yeah, they were talking about putting that toll road in south of Cedar Lake, and that just never happened. And that was going to be the relief valve. And now what we have is just everybody.
Yeah, how long ago was that? How long ago was that talked about? Do you remember?
Oh,
sir?
gosh. I'm guessing 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah, I thought so. But it needs.
How's the weather in Arizona? I'm heading there this weekend.
It's got to happen. I don't know if anybody's still talking about it, but it has to happen. It's Borman. Because Borman's a hot mess. You know it. I just heard you talking about it.
Johnny, what? You can live in the region and not really have to use the Borman too many times. The problem right now is I know where you live, so what...
I'm on it all the time.
I'm on it a lot too, but
on it every day.
I'm on more. I'm on 173rd and 169th and Ridge Road and Main Street. All of those roads are getting untravelable.
Yeah, when the Borman is backed up, Ridge Road is a mess.
Calumet Avenue
and Main Street now is closed. 45th Street is closed at a certain point, so that's a complete mess. It's just okay. Let's tear it all up at once, and this is a great idea. Okay, great planning, guys. It's all good. Let's sit at a table. Let's sit at a table and let's figure out just how messed up we can make it this year.
Hey, man, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but it's a hot mess.
No, you're not a Debbie Downer. Logical people aren't sitting in the room with these illogical people who are sitting on their darn little phones and texting each other because they can't speak one-to-one, and they're not logical thinkers and have a lot of common sense. When I was growing up, we had a little saying when I was working my first job. Hey, buddy, a little common sense gets through the day, isn't it?
Hey, Johnny, I want to bring something up specifically.
It's a hot mess. Yeah, go ahead.
Calumet Avenue, I went into the cleaners yesterday, and then I just had to take a right out of the cleaners there, right by Burger King, right?
Yeah.
For 3 turns of the light, there was never an opening to make a right turn. It was constant traffic.
Well, Broadmoor shut down. So
that's why.
Is that why?
Yeah.
The Broadmoor shut down by Target.
They're putting in a sewer. They're putting in a sewer down Broadmoor.
Yeah.
so that you don't have that relief valve. But,
Yeah.
you know,
Hey, but we got to do something about the...
Hold on a second. Go ahead, Johnny.
Go on.
What's that?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't want to interrupt him either. But, hey, we got to do something about the Borman, please. Somebody's got to start screaming
All right,
about
well,
the Borman.
if you just joined us, all right, listen, for the next 3 years, starting in a couple of months, they're gonna rip it up.
Oh yeah,
and so all that stuff's gonna be on Ridge Road.
We finished it last year, John, and now we're going to do it again because we got to make sure that there's always a cone out there. We got to make sure of that. There's got to be orange cones everywhere you go because that's important. It's like I-65. Okay, what lane we shutting down this year? It's a joke.
Oh, my God.
It is such a joke.
All right, both of you guys, slow down. Thanks a lot, Johnny, for the phone call.
Hey, man, 265. Get the conversation going, please.
Just like Indianapolis, you got 465.
No, but here's the thing. I was on the air during this discussion of basically putting a relief road, like sometimes you go to certain cities and they got circles around them.
Sure.
All like Atlanta's got like 265, 865. I mean, it goes all the way around in different rings. Well, they did the test of, well, what if you connected I-65 and you took it all the way around to 55, and that was, so many billions of dollars. But they figured out that it would only be a 2.5% reduction in traffic on the Borman.
Really?
So, hey, do you drive that a lot? Do you drive the Borman a lot, Adriana? Go ahead, turn your mic on. I mean, do young people take the Borman?
I'm going to tell you this right now. Young people don't call it the Borman. They just say, okay, highway. We don't call the highways by their names. Dan Ryan, the Borman, we don't really say that. But
Just
yeah.
getting on a highway.
Yeah, just get on the highway. But yeah, if the Borman's this one right here, because we also don't know where they're at. That's why we don't call them their names, because we don't know where they're at.
Because they can't read a map.
Yeah.
They don't know what an atlas is.
They stopped teaching geography in like 4th grade. I've heard of it,
She's heard of it.
I've heard of it.
I love it.
But no, actually, we do sell those at my other job. So yeah, I do know an atlas.
She works at Cracker Barrel
and they have the road maps and
Yeah.
atlases, and I'll look at that, and I'm just like, I'll look at it, and I'm just like, okay, like I'm a little like. Okay, it's a little confusing. And my mom's like, yeah, now imagine that, but a big old map while you're in the car and trying to figure out where you're at, and then telling the driver where to go. And I'm like, yeah, no, we'd be lost. But, I drive the Borman quite frequently just to kind of get around to certain places. But the construction is definitely not my favorites, especially... You have all the construction on the highway, so then you get off and you're like, okay, well, I'll take the back roads, but you can't really take the back roads because they're all under construction as well. So it's kind of like, all right, so instead of waiting, some of there should be 10 minutes. Yeah.
Let's put up a toll booth. That's what we need. Right on 94.
We don't need any more of those. It already costs too much to drive. You want to make it more money?
Part of the reason I bring this up, Adriana, is next year and for 3 years, they're going to rip this road up, and they're going to try to make reversible lanes and put in big, massive signs, and you're going to be able to drive on the shoulders, and they're going to try to make it one of the most technologically advanced roads in America.
What's wrong with our road right now? Why do we need to be more technologically advanced? Fix the potholes before we even get to that.
Amen to that.
Way to go. But
I'm on board with that idea.
So my point is that I want to plan for this. I think I'm going to have a meeting with Goddard and how do we get the traffic on the air all the time? I mean, it's going to be that bad. The Borman is going to be that bad, and Ridge Road. And you ever try to make a left coming out of here when traffic is on the Borman? It's impossible, right? It's terrible. Anyways, 219-845-1100. I know other people are waiting.
3 people, yep.
Yeah, go ahead. Hey, you're on the air. Hey, you're on the air. How are you? You waited all this time. I'm so sorry. All right.
Can't hear nothing from them?
Yeah, let's move on. 219-845-1100. Hey, you're on the air. How are you?
Well, at least you hit the right buttons on this call. Hey, Jimmy.
Dump them.
So, hey, don't you think it'd be a great idea if the brilliant genius demo dumbasses in Munster turned Ridge Road into 2 lanes? Wouldn't that help everything? And how's that $2.2 billion train helping congestion? This is why Democrats are dead forever.
That's why it's not going to be operational until next year.
Really? Unbelievable.
There was an article a couple weeks ago said they're waiting on parts and pieces. This thing isn't going to be ready to go until possibly.
So what happened, Jimmy, was
year.
Your brilliant union boys putting that idiotic train together. What they did is they unfortunately didn't hook up the electricity right. So when one of the guys was standing on the platform leaning on a metal pole, he was like, "Why are my testicles tingling?" Oh, we hooked it up wrong.
No,
2.2 billion, Jimmy, right down the crapper.
All right,
Good
thanks
move,
for your phone
Democrat.
call. 219-845-1100. Hey, you're on the air.
Good morning.
Debbie, how are you?
Hanging in there.
We're so sorry to hear about Mike.
I know, it's hard.
So, how long have you been visually impaired?
Little over 18 years.
And so Mike has basically helped you out and cared for you, right?
Yeah.
And so now he all of a sudden can't see. Are you able to get your way around the kitchen and make some food for you guys to eat, or how's that working?
I'm the one that did everything.
Okay.
The only thing I can't do is the laundry because it's not in our house. It's up front and the front house. So I can't get there.
All right. Well, hopefully Mike and you are going to get some help, so people can help you. Make your food, do your laundry, and carry you to your doctor's appointments. Are you guys working on this or what?
Is what?
I'll tell you what. See if anybody reaches out today and tries to get you guys some assistance, all right? And if not, call tomorrow. Tom Dabberton will be here, and we'll make sure that we make the connection with the North Township, okay?
What? I would just want to put something out.
Okay, go ahead.
People that we're going to have to sell our camper and golf cart. Going to sell them both for $1,000.
Your camper and golf cart for $1,000?
I know. I told them we could probably get more, but we're going to need some money really fast.
All right, you know what, Debbie, you guys gotta talk to the trustee's office, North Township, and they will get you some assistance until the Social Security kicks in, okay? And your disability check comes, all right?
All right.
All right. Call tomorrow and talk to Tom Dabberton, okay?
All right, thanks.
All right, thank you. One more phone call.
Before we get to that phone call, can we have him move over?
He doesn't want to be on TV. Plus, we got too many lights on, and it blinds my eyes when it shines off his forehead.
Let me fix
all right,
this
go
back.
ahead. All right.
Oh, man.
All right, one last phone call. Oh, jeez. Hey, you're on the air. Hi.
There we go.
Good morning. I think the only way to truly fix the traffic, it's great how they're putting the South Shore in, but if they make like a blue line that connects to the South Shore in different towns that takes you to the South Shore, that will eliminate so much traffic just right there. All right, I'll talk to you later.
No, wait a second. How are we going to pay for making more trains? You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense.
What people don't understand, it's the people aren't traveling to Chicago. They're traveling through the south suburbs. And then also the 94, I-94, you go on that during the day, it's all the trucks traveling through the region, going east and west. There's so many people here now.
So
it is what it is.
So what I want to set up is I want traffic for the next 3 years, starting in like January, to basically be on AI every break, live traffic, and you're going to make that happen. Or you could tell the intern to do it.
Okay.
All right. Hey, we're going to take a short break. Little Cal up next on the voice and face of the region.
You've been listening to Jed's Journal podcast from the JED TV studios on the campus of Purdue Northwest in Hammond, Indiana. Thank you for listening.